We're live.
Good morning,
Dubai.
Good morning, guys. Shahir is eating a donut and so cannot present or begin the morning show. So
My bad, guys. Welcome to the Lovin Dubai show, where we bring you the what's what of what's happening in and around Dubai. We've got Shahir.
And I'm Anika, and I have a donut with me, which I will not be eating because unlike Shahir, I am professional.
I regret it dearly. So our top stories today include new ways to pay government fees online.
Children under the age of 5 are no longer allowed in hotel swimming pools.
And also 3 great things to do this weekend.
Woohoo, because it's a Friday!
Oh yeah. And Money Kicks has his first professional boxing match happening tomorrow.
Yes.
But before we get into it...
Okay, sorry. I just had to box this.
I thought you'd hit me, to be honest.
Oh.
So we're having donuts, right?
Yes.
I came into the office, first one here. I was like, no one's gonna see me if I have a donut. This is my second donut.
Oh my god!
And I also had Cheetos.
2 donuts?
2 donuts? Well, one in one bite. So I thought to myself, if anyone walks in right now, it's just not a good look for me. And then I thought, why do I care? Like, it's my guilty pleasure. And then you said...
Yeah, honestly, I don't believe in this idea of having guilty pleasures because if it gives you pleasure, why is it guilty? Who decided that this was going to be something that is supposed to make you feel guilty?
You know what? You've got a good point there. But also, like, if you feel guilty about eating a donut first thing in the morning, you should feel guilty about having a donut first thing in the morning because it's not necessarily the healthiest thing ever.
Okay, I agree. There's like a lot of sugar in a donut and it's not really the most healthy. But like, it's food at the end of the day. And like, we don't need to really look at food and go like, you are bad. Just like eat it and be happy, be grateful that you're getting this food to eat today.
But it's 90% sugar.
All right, but sugar is needed. I mean, end of the day, we do need sugar for energy. And if you want to kickstart your morning all sugary and sweet.
You've got a point there. Are donuts your guilty pleasure?
Oh.
Fruit toast?
Oh, yeah. So Ali has just told us that you need fructose and not sugar. Fructose.
Don't know who this fructose is, but
you get it from fruits. That's true. He's right. You do need like sugar from fruits and not from processed sugar.
Okay.
But like
guilty pleasure. What's yours?
Like okay, yeah. Then I guess a donut would be my guilty pleasure, but I'm still not gonna feel guilt about eating a donut. Honestly, I'm a kid.
You know,
we all deserve a donut.
Mine for the longest time has been KFC. I'd like skip school.
Oh my god.
Don't do it, kids. I like skip school or like during lunch breaks just order KFC or go to the KFC next to my house or Cheetos. Those are my 2 edible guilty pleasures.
Wow, if you're skipping school
for KFC,
it's probably serious.
I wasn't skipping school for KFC. I was skipping school and then hang out with my friends, then going to KFC. So that like the people at home wouldn't know that I left school.
Well, now the whole of Dubai knows that you skipped school to go to KFC, and that's our first news for the day. Shahir skipped school to go to KFC.
But then I did better. I did better than I thought.
In
or
school?
should have. Yeah. Okay, what's your music guilty pleasure?
I don't have one as such. Honestly, I'm not guilty about any of the music because like art is art. Art speaks to your heart.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Other poetry stuff.
Well, for me, it's Nicki Minaj.
Oh, why is she your guilty pleasure? She is your pleasure.
No one likes her. She is my pleasure, but literally no one ever likes Nicki Minaj.
No, I like her. No.
And you're wrong for not liking Nicki Minaj. You should get it checked.
Okay, anyway, so without further delay, let's get on to the actual first story of the day.
Alright guys, so there are new ways to pay government fees. So this change was announced as of the 17th, Wednesday the 17th.
Yes.
Sorry, my bad. This is basically all your government fees, right? Traditionally, you had the e-dirham, which you could pay it through, but now the Ministry of Finance announced that, this was as of Wednesday the 17th, that you can now pay government fees through various payment methods that are
Such as?
more.
And these payment methods would be like Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, bank transfers, and credit or debit cards.
So it's basically more suitable for our times, right?
Yeah.
And they also stated that over the next 3 months, the federal government entities will gradually stop the use of e-dirham platforms, ergo removing the payment method from all these government service websites.
What do you think about that though? Like this whole unified.
My thoughts, like, yeah, it's more suitable. You go to a store, you want to pay with your watch or your phone. You know, I don't think this is a good thing that I do, but I don't carry my wallet around.
Oh.
But the speed and accessibility that comes with like Apple Pay specifically, or having like a digital wallet, brings so much efficiency. It's one less thing in my pocket. If I do it on websites too, it's literally the click of a button twice. And that's it, you're good.
And you know what's the coolest part about this though? That this initiative was started because customers, it was rolled out in response to customer suggestions. So the customers of the government services requested an easier and more flexible payment method. And that's why this whole thing started.
Exactly.
And I think it's great that the government is like really listening to the people, taking our suggestions and like making improvements, because end of the day, it's the government for the people.
Yeah, exactly. The government is literally there for the people, and the fact that they are listening and doing what's necessary to make things basically easier for everyone. You know, there's so many different like levels of efficiency that come with it. And yep, it's just I love Apple Pay because like, you know, you go on websites and it's like put your card details, and it's like 5 minutes of your life spent like putting your card details or like figuring out how to do stuff like systematically or the right way. But literally going like, you're good. I love it so much.
All right. So speaking of other things that the government does for our safety, we move on to our next story, which is that the Dubai municipality put out a little poster or a circular to public hotels, saying that children under the age of 5 can no longer be allowed into hotel swimming pools. And this was done to ensure public safety. And this circular had about 5 points. And one of these points was that children under the age of 5 can no longer be allowed. And the other rule was that children in general, if you are getting into swimming pools in hotels, need to be under parental supervision.
What are parents doing if, by the way, they're not watching their kids in swimming pools? That's terrifying to begin with. So the municipality has also asked that these instructions, the instruction boards basically are put in these hotels in both Arabic and English for just general clarification, and also for the hotels to ensure sufficient amounts of trained and qualified lifeguards, and for these lifeguards to not be assigned any other duty than to actually lifeguard.
True. And I mean, I was always under the assumption that babies could swim. I know that for a certain, like as soon as they're like just born or something like that,
they float.
They float.
Yeah. So like, that's good for like a period of time.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily good. You're still supposed to be looking after the kids. But babies do float when they're infants. But regardless, A, look after your kids. B, it's ideal to have a lifeguard in these hotels just because like with like water safety, you as a parent or as a guardian don't necessarily know how to lifeguard, and obviously it requires training and just like general awareness over how to do it. So
True, very true.
I just think parents should be aware.
Stay safe and wear your floaties.
Yeah, wear your floaties. That's a good one.
Shahir, have you ever drowned though?
Oh my God, what a deep question. I actually nearly did. And I've only just remembered this now. It was in the school. I wasn't the best swimmer ever. Like, I'm just not good at swimming. And this was in school. We had like summertime. You do swimming classes as opposed to like indoor sports because it was like the right time. Like, you don't want kids playing football outside while it's like the summer scorching heat is hitting you.
Right.
So they put us in pools. I went to the deep end once, and I was always in like the lowest level for like swimming abilities. Went to the deep end once. I was like, I want to be a part of this. tried touching the bottom and I didn't know how to get up.
Oh my God.
And the teacher had to jump in and like basically get me out. I only just remember this now. That's so scary.
Okay, we just exposed Shahir's trauma.
Has it happened to you? Like anything
show.
terrifying?
Well, I know that I always love to be in the water. Maybe not swimming. I just like to be in the water because I loved the Disney Little Mermaid, Ariel. So like I used to at one point have like really long hair because I like to see it float around in the water.
That's a vibe.
But yeah, I actually didn't quite start swimming until one day my sister was just like, I'm tired of you sitting in the small pool. Get into the big pool and just like put me into the water.
Threw you into the deep end, quite literally.
Yeah, but like I think that was a very welcoming thing though, because of that I can like swim today. And I like it. I really enjoy it. I like to go and like sit inside like under the water and like look up and like,
but at the same time someone was looking after you.
True,
and
of
me.
course.
And like my story goes to show that like these things can happen. Like I was a naive little kid. I thought like, oh, I can do it, I can make it, like touch the bottom and like make it a whole thing. But like I did not have the swimming abilities at all. I was supervised, which literally saved my life. And it,
True.
as a kid, you have to like grow into these things and know what you're doing.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, I was just one of those losers using a floaties to like paddle about. I was so embarrassed about it.
Using a floaty is cool now.
It is. Better safe than sorry.
Yes, safety first always.
100%. Speaking of pools and summer vibes and just weekends and holidays in general, we've got a few things for you lined up this weekend.
Yay!
So it's Friday. Woo!
Friday.
Which means as of how many hours? 8 hours?
Yeah, something around
As of 8
the
hours,
ballpark.
we're done. And of course, Madam over here always has something lined up for us.
Yes, because I am your weekend it girl because it's Friday. So I have listed out for you guys. Well, we have listed out for you guys 3 things to do this weekend. And the first one is the most exciting one, which is that Fauzia is coming to Dubai.
Woo!
So the Moroccan-Canadian pop star is coming to Dubai this Sunday and she will be performing at the Agenda in Dubai Media City. So you need to hurry up and book your tickets now because they are almost sold out.
Is it a shocker that sold out?
It's not really because like Tears of Gold.
Tears of Gold, the stripped version, it literally got me through quarantine. And I got to speak to her earlier this week. Great times, the bestest of times. And she's just a joyous soul. That's literally what I think of when I think of Fauzia. And she said that she's gonna give me a shout out while singing Tears of Gold. So yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god! So now we have to book your tickets and go because like Shahir is getting a shout out. So like he never gets a shout out. Like
no one ever cares about me, but Fauzia does.
Fauzia cares about Shahir, so we have to go because it takes a real heart
to pity me. It takes a lot for someone to say, "Here, I'll throw you a bone."
I'm just kidding. Okay, so why don't you shout out to you for the next weekend?
Well, so this is for those who enjoy thrifting. The Dubai Flea Market is finally back at Festival Plaza this Sunday. And this is your chance to, well, not get hand-me-downs, but buy secondhand clothing. Good for the planet. And it starts from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And secondhand goods, if they're not necessarily your thing, they also have a Korean market, which is a behind the scenes with a Nikon program. And for the kiddos that enjoy just, you know, green thumbs and being sustainable and like all for a good cause.
True, and it's like, so the Festival Plaza is having like a huge bunch of events. And one of them is, of course, this whole secondhand market. Then there's the Korean market. So like the Korean market is going to be like such a thing though, because like there's K-pop performances.
Yes.
There's Korean food. There's Korean beauty products.
Yum.
And like it's a lot of Korean stuff, which I think is really getting into the hype right now.
Yeah, like especially with Korean products, Korean skincare products for like the last 3 or 4 years, it's like skyrocketed, and everyone's using it because it's like the bestest of like beauty and skincare hacks.
And what about like the secondhand goods? Like,
I
do
love
you
it.
ever buy secondhand goods?
I was actually gonna wear the other day to the show this vintage secondhand. I want to say Yankees like jersey
Ooh.
jacket. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
So it's a bit worn out, but like I'm pretty sure if like 10 years time I can sell it for a ton of money.
True.
I think that's the only thing that I bought.
Yeah, it's like investments, especially like
Yeah.
vintage pieces are like
Yeah.
investments. For me, it's just I just really enjoy going to bookstores and getting secondhand books. Like I love secondhand books
Smart.
because they always have like okay, yes, they have
Personality.
the original story, but like sometimes people make like little marks or like
Yeah.
they underline things that like really touch them, and I really like that
Oh, no
because
way.
it's like yes, like you saw something in this, and I want to see the same thing, or I want to read the book how you read it.
Through the previous owner's eyes. That's really cool.
It is really cute.
I wish I was a book reader. I'm just not that person.
Oh no, you should. Like
I know my
there's
strengths.
always
I know my strengths and weaknesses, and reading a book it's not it for me. It's not one of them.
I don't know. I'm of the opinion that if you are not somebody who likes books, it's probably because you haven't read the book yet. Like some people are lucky, like you get the book that pulls you into the art of reading early on.
What was that for you?
I think for me it was like a series like Percy Jackson or like Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh my god, you don't know Percy Jackson?
Is that the name of the book or is that the
Yeah,
author?
the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan.
Nope. I'm more of a coffee table book collector.
Oh, wow.
So I like books with only pictures, very nice pictures, and that's my thing.
Oh, picture books are great. Dr. Seuss, shout out.
Oh, I read Dr. Seuss growing up.
See.
I can recite it for you, but not in front of the camera. Maybe later on.
Maybe we'll see a video of Shahir recording Dr. Seuss.
I'll do it for TikTok.
TikTok, watch
If you
out.
guys follow our TikTok at Lovin Dubai for an in-depth ESMR read of Dr. Seuss.
All right, so speaking of good things for society, such as in-depth readings of Dr. Seuss, the last one that we have for you guys is a blood donation camp, and this one is taking place today so that you can like kickstart your weekend on a good charitable note. So this drive is being organized by the Science of Spirituality, which is SOS Yoga and Meditation Center, in association with Latifa Hospital.
So do keep in mind the rules. You have to be above the age of 18 and you have to be a UAE resident, and just don't forget your Emirates ID.
Yeah, I mean, that's like a given right
Exactly.
now. I mean, blood donations though. I mean, I remember talking about this in this one too, because like blood donations are something that the UAE or Dubai in general does very frequently. We have a lot of like at least every week there will be at least one blood donation going on.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Have you ever done it?
I was supposed to do it last week, but I missed it.
Did you get creeped out by needles?
No, I don't actually. I'm very used to having like needles in me. Like just because I had like an operation, and because of that, like blood tests and this and that. So because of that,
Yeah.
only because of that.
But like as a kid, were you freaked out?
But was I freaked out? Not really, because I used to fall sick very often as a kid.
Yeah.
I had, I think, very
Same.
poor immunity.
Same.
So yeah, just like a lot of injections.
Yeah.
And just the thing. I don't know, but I do have a friend who gets really scared. Like, so we went for our booster dose vaccinations for COVID, and she was just scared. And like, I had to go with me and my other friend. We're just going with her, and like, she was like, the needle was not anywhere around her, but she starts crying.
I don't get that. So my thing with like needles, you know the end result. Like how bad can it get with needles, you know? But like fears like spiders and cockroaches, those insects are so unpredictable. Like they can jump on your face, they can kill you, like the black widow spider. She could get you real good, and that's the end of you. You know, so stuff like, or an alligator.
True, but like, I think everybody has their own capacities, you know? Like, what scares you might not scare another. Like, a person who's scared of injections might like swat that insect for you, you know? Just like different things for a reason. You need to respect that.
What's your biggest fear?
why would I disclose my biggest fear on like an open daily morning show? Like, no, that's too much power to give everybody.
I'm just scared of insects. Not even scared, like more so grossed out.
Okay, no, like, okay, in that way, mine would be like a cockroach, but like not those
Gross,
tiny,
right?
those big ones.
And the ones that can fly, you can't even differentiate between the ones that can fly and the ones that can't. Like that's real fear.
Everybody's gangster till the flying cockroaches come out.
They get you real good. So yeah.
So yeah, that's it from us for this weekend. If you think we have missed something, do let us know, because this is Dubai and there is always something for everybody.
You got that right. Okay, guys, up next, Simran sat down yesterday with the one and only Money Kicks, who...
Sorry, I just have to do this now. Every time we say Money Kicks.
Money Kicks. Money Kicks. Money Kicks. Okay, so Simran sat down with the Money Kicks yesterday, and he has his debut professional boxing match happening tomorrow in Saudi at the Jeddah Superdome.
Amazing. How cool is that?
Super exciting.
And it's like at this huge show, Anthony Joshua versus Usyk. Ali is going to, yes, I pronounced it right. Usyk. Anthony Joshua versus Usyk. And it's going to be...
Usyk?
Usyk is... What's an Usyk? Oh my God.
What's an Usyk?
What's an Usyk? No, he's like a professional fighter.
A game. An Usyk's a game.
It's from...
Name!
It's the name of a professional fighter.
Okay,
like,
I'm not in the boxing world.
I mean, I'm not either, but like...
Yeah,
this is like something general knowledge now, honestly.
I'm still not that person.
I'm just...
I know. I'm filled with shame. So yeah, this is gonna be his first professional boxing match, right? And in the same like ring as Anthony Joshua, well, they're not fighting each other, but like for that to be the start of your professional boxing career, like massive milestone for him.
That's so true. That's so true.
And he's worked super hard.
Yeah.
Like,
and he's like trying to bring in more Emirati boxers into the ring. He's like really like doing this for the country. It's like
putting UAE in the boxing map.
Yeah, and that's so cool. So like good luck to you, Money Kicks. We hope you box it out of the park, you know, like knock it out. Like,
we're not good with these boxing terms, are we?
Let's just stop.
Okay.
So,
guys, that's it from us. It's Friday, so next week it's me and Simran again. But that's it from us.
Have a great weekend.
Wash your hands, stay safe, and as Simran says, take a shower.
Bye-bye.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, and right now we are joined by the one, the only Rashid Balhassa, aka Money Kicks, who will be taking his boxing career to new heights with his professional boxing debut that will happen this Saturday, August 20th in Saudi Arabia in the Jeddah Superdome. So welcome to the show, Money Kicks.
Thank you for having Lovin Dubai's family. I'm just excited. Just want to finish. I just want to fight today. I'm ready. You know, I'm just ready.
Okay, when you get into the boxing ring, what is your, like you have to give some pose. So what is your pose as soon as you get in the ring?
I just strict face. Like I'm just like, because when you're studying, people think it's easy. You know, you get a bit nervous. Every fighter gets nervous. You don't feel your legs. You're like, oh, yeah, this is serious. You know, you're fighting in front of 40,000 people. So inshallah. Card. So
yes.
So it's such an honor to represent my country.
Of course it is, and we're so proud of you here. You're repping UAE, and of course it's professional boxing, which is so different to like amateur boxing that you did before. So that's the difference. Like, what is it like in terms of training, in terms of everything, professional compared to amateur boxing? I mean, like achievement.
So before I was doing like three rounds, 2 minutes. Now I'm doing 4 rounds, 3 minutes each round. So it's a proper fight, and the gloves are 10 ounce. So it's a different, like you're gonna feel the punch this time, you know. So different. It's risky, but you know, I felt like I trained hard, and I just wanted to break the doors for the other locals, you know, like because I always said like I wanted to always when I was younger, I wanted to see a local guy and like an athlete say I want to be like him. You know, there's not someone an athlete that's, you know. So I just wanted to break this door, and inshallah, like this is the first. I'll be the first. It's like playing World Cup of boxing, you know. So it's the biggest stage, and I'm such an honor just being in this card.
I have to say, you look very fresh and rejuvenated and energetic for someone who is about to get beaten up this Saturday.
And I'm not gonna get beaten up.
No, of course not. You're gonna beat them up as well. Like no, but like you will still get a few punches here and there, I'm sure.
Inshallah, I'll dodge some punches. You want to see me getting beaten up? Come on. I thought you guys.
Of course not. But that's what boxing is about, right? You'll get at least one punch or jab here or there, right? Face, body. But are you ready for that?
Anything can happen in boxing, you know? Like you can get, of course, you're going to get punched. You're going to fight. It's a fight. The guy's not going to just stay there. He's going to throw back, you know? But you have to be smart. You have to know how to move, you know?
Okay, so you feel like you have some of the tactics aced.
Yeah, I've been training with professional trainers. I trained with Wilder's coach. I have a good conditioning coach. So I took this camp proper, like serious. Because the last fight when I did social knockout, I just trained 2 weeks and I entered the ring. So this is like 3 months proper.
Okay. So like you said, you've been training with a lot of professionals. So what is it like sharing the space with so many boxers, professional boxers?
You learn a lot, you know, every trainer is different. So I learned a lot from different trainers, their tactics, just getting more experience, you know. So I'm a student still, and I'm always going to be a student in this game because I didn't start when I was like an amateurs, you know.
Yeah.
So I learn from the older people, and I keep listening, you know. I don't talk that much because I'm not like I know everything about boxing because I'm new to it, but I just keep listening and learning it.
Keep listening and learning. I mean, that is like, I think no matter how old you are and how professional you are, listening and learning is always key to improving yourself.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of people, this generation, some of them, they just talk. You just keep listening, you know.
Exactly. That's so true. Very good pointer. And how has it been trained? Okay, so tell me, who have you learned, as in like, have you worked with Anthony Joshua? You've met him and everything, but have you trained him?
No, I didn't train with them. I trained with like local professionals. And if you know Deontay Wilder, he's like a world champion. He fought Fury. His trainer was in Dubai. I did some sessions with them. And my trainer, Josh, is a professional. So he's a professional fighter and a professional trainer. So I learned a lot from him. So it's just different, you know, like this camp, like people would be shocked because they think I'm like coming back to the same old influencer boxing and just bang, like, you know? This is like different. I took it serious. My tactic, people are gonna see like, oh, this guy actually improved.
Okay, that will be so exciting to see. But can you tell us like a few life lessons you've learned from these, you know, really professional boxers who have been in the game for so long? I'm sure they've given you like, you know, tips on how to just deal with life.
Yeah. No, it's like, see, boxing is a lonely sport. You're not gonna be out like some of my friends. Now I'm with my friends here. They go out at night, they sneak out without me telling me, because they know, like, you know, it's a lonely sport. Like when you're back in the country, you just work, gym, home, sleep, gym, home, sleep. You know, you don't see your friends go have fun, you go home and eat your meal plan. Yeah. So it's a lifestyle, but you know, this is gonna be all worth it. You know, I just wanna like break the doors for the locals, and you know, my kids will be happy. So say, oh, when they go to school, my father was a boxer. So
Oh my God, that's so touching. And honestly, we're so proud of all the hard work that you've put into it, because people think it's like training here and there, but no, like you said, meal plans, you're skipping out on like going out with your friends, a lot of self-sacrifices that you're making.
yes, but it's like, especially, when you're 20 years old, you want to have fun and this.
Yeah.
But so I cut everything, no more restaurants, no anything, just focus, because I know it's gonna be worth it, just being, the first athlete to be a local, to be in a big stage like that,
Yeah.
And I invested everything on myself, I realized like what annoyed me the most when I didn't see UAE going to the World Cup, when they didn't qualify, it annoyed me like I know a lot of these players who played in the match against Australia when they didn't qualify. I was like, you have to die for your country. I would die for my country because I'm wearing my shorts. I'm putting my flag in my shorts. I'm not gonna I would die for my country just to represent it. So inshallah, yeah.
But let's hope you live for your country and
I
you
live.
boxing match.
I'll come out with a smile. I'll come out with a smile. Don't worry.
Smile and wave.
Yeah.
To your haters, to the lovers. I mean, we can't wait, honestly, but you will kill it. You'll kill it. But are you nervous on just being there on an international scale?
Like, I was a bit nervous yesterday. I did the public workout because all the big boxers were there, like Holyfield, the guy who Mike Tyson bit, he was there, Prince Nassim, like everybody was there, and I was the first guy to do the public workout. These are like boxers, they will focus on everything. Alhamdulillah, I was a bit nervous, but I did good, in the public workout, did my this. Prince Nassim came to me, he's like, man, you're looking sharp. He hugged me, he's like, proud of you. And a lot of guys, also Joshua came, he's like, you're looking good. Also Eddie Hearn, he was doing an interview, stopped the interview just to look at me. Some people were telling me. So inshallah, I'm feeling good. I was just a bit nervous. That's good that the public workout happened because to get used to the fight nights, alhamdulillah, I'll be good. I'll leave it to God, inshallah.
Do you feel like you have grown, like your character has grown a lot in the last couple of years? Because I remember the first time you came on the show compared to now, there's so much more confidence in you. There's so much more you know exactly what you want, you know exactly what to say. So what do you feel personally? How have you grown?
I'm just not shy anymore. I just be myself. I'm like, people when they meet me, they always come to me. They're like, "Oh, we see on YouTube. We think you're this guy. Like, you're not this like humble or anything." When they come, they just like, "Man, we're shocked. We hated you when we saw you. You're just a cool guy." Because I don't like. I treat everybody the same. Also, if you're famous, also if you're like a cleaner or if, anything, Like, I always hug. I show love everybody in the office. Also, some people when I was younger, I didn't like some people were like, "Oh, don't say hi to the cleaner. Why are you hugging him?" I was like, "No, I just respect everyone. I just love everyone. And if you give me my respect, I give you 10 times more respect. That's me.
Of that, I love hearing that. What message do you have for you? Everyone has trolls and haters, so what message do you have for them? Like, now you understand, like, I know you deal, like, everyone in the media eye, in the public eye, deals a lot of haters. So what would you tell them, like, with the perceptions you may think that they have on you?
Yeah, like, I really don't care because like I take it as a motivation. I love my haters. Like, I'm actually when inshallah I get this W in the microphone, I'll say thank you. I love my haters because they're the one who motivate me. Like, your haters are your biggest fans. They are your biggest fans. Like, I'll be honest, one time I was in Champs-Élysées, so I'm big a bit in France. So one guy went crazy, like, oh my God, like shouting in Champs-Élysées. So I showed him love, took picture and everything. So he posted me in stories. So I just wanted to say thank you for the support. So I go to the DMs. I was like, he starts before cussing everything. We hate you. Like, maybe 100 messages. But in real life, he's like a big fan, So here in my head, like, everything changed about the hate. So I was like, nah, like, my haters are my biggest fans, and I love them and I wish them all the best because I don't know. Let them. The more they hate, the more the eyes on me and the more money I make. So I'm chilling.
You got the right mindset on this one, but that's so true. Like I've never thought about it that way. Like haters are actually your biggest fans at the end of the day.
Yeah, they keep talking to you, they keep commenting. So, and real, like I'm telling you, like I've been famous, alhamdulillah, since I was 13, 14. No hater came face to face or did something. And I've been all over the world. Like it's all behind the keyboard,
Okay, let's talk more about the fight now. So you'll be fighting Kyle Pavey.
No. It's a different opponent. So Kyle, I didn't tell anyone. He broke his hand before 1 week and a half. So they bought a new Bulgarian guy. I'll get you his name. He's a new Bulgarian guy because my first opponent broke his hand.
So now you're fighting someone else. What do you know his name? No,
I have his name. It's a hard name. Bulgarian's name is a bit hard. But I'll send you the name.
Do you know anything about him? Have you seen and
his fight? He's a good boxer, a professional boxer from Bulgaria. Like I really wanted the first opponent because I studied him. I studied his fights and everything, but he broke his hand, sadly. But inshallah, alhamdulillah, I got another opponent in short term, so like usually when an opponent back down, it's hard to get another opponent short term.
So now you have to quickly study because your fight is on Saturday. So before then you have to study his moves, understand his tactics, change your game.
Like I'm gonna come to the fight to like in the fight I need to just the first round to calm down because I know I don't want to get like excited and go crazy into guy. I'll just be calm and then we leave it to God. The people, I'm like the only thing I guaranteed is people will be shocked after this fight. Like people will say, "Oh, we're gonna give this guy his respect and his flowers." This is gonna be guaranteed. Haters will hate. They'll say, "This guy rigged this fight. This guy did this." I don't care.
You know what, Rashid? You gotta prove them wrong. This fight, prove everyone wrong.
No, I'm gonna prove people wrong. Like
for rooting for you.
Inshallah, we good.
All of Lovin Dubai is always rooting for you. All of Dubai,
like you know what I like about Lovin Dubai? Like you guys support, like the people's, like the country. You guys support local business, the local talents. Like usually people realize people will not like what I say, but I realize the Arabs don't like to support their own.
I don't think so.
No, but a lot of them don't. Like I realize like a lot of people don't. Like not all of them, but a lot don't like support. But so we have to learn like we need to support our own.
Of course, that support every community, honestly.
Like we have to support our locals, local community, local business, local athletes. Because there is a lot of boxers maybe 10 times better than me, locals, but no one knows about them because no one's supporting them.
Yeah.
So, we need to support the locals more, like I realize like in Canada, like if you realize Drake and all of them, like all the Canadians love them, support them, this. But here I realized like a lot of Arab singer, he gets a lot of hate from where they all from and this, that. That's weird, we need to change that. Like you see in the West, like they support their own, like, oh, he's our guy,
Yeah.
Like after the boxing, I felt the locals supported me because I'm fighting, it's different. So I felt that. But we need to support also the others, the singers, the everything,
That's so true. Like the full community support in general needs to be that much more. And
any local, like just push them, support them, like locals. Why you think there's no local singer famous or a football athlete famous or like I went outside and played? Because they're not getting that support.
So that's one, like Emiratis to really push and support the community.
All one hand, like one hand, everybody, local, boom, we push, So inshallah to one day, like it's a dream to see a local player playing in Barcelona, playing or somewhere, it's a dream come true,
Yeah, I think a win for one is a win for all, and that is how it is for the country and the community. And what you said is so beautiful and true. Like definitely, I think everyone should jump on the bandwagon of supporting local. But tell me about your tactic. Okay, fine. I'm not going to ask you about your tactics because I don't want to get away. We want to watch that. But what are some of the boxing terms you've recently learned or some recent moves that you know of?
Like just in sparring, I've been really good I'll send you guys the videos after the fight because I cannot expose my tricks. Because I've been sparring really good, more confident, more moving around good. Like my both hands are strong. So this opponent will probably study my last fight, but he will regret studying the last fight because it's gonna be a different Rashid entering this ring.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm coming like I'm just gonna be different. People will be like also yesterday everybody was messaging me, oh, you look different. I was like, this is nothing you're gonna see in the ring when someone is standing in front of me.
So do you have a mindset coach as well, like a psychological coach, or just like a training physical coach?
I think I needed I needed one, but I didn't have one. I think it helps because in boxing you're gonna some days in camp you're like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
You know, some days I was down. I was like my body's aching. You know, like because I would go like too hard. So sometimes you're like, do you want to do this? You want to enter the gym and get here? Like sometimes you get your ass beat up in the gym. You know, from professionals. You know, some days it's not your day. It happens. You know, so sometimes you have that thing to think. But maybe in the next fight, I probably need someone to talk with.
I want to ask before we end this. So final question, like, you know, when you feel like you said, the days when you get beaten up not beaten up, like when you like go too hard at the game and like you just feel like your body hurts. Why are you doing this? What pushes you? You know, like sometimes people go through a bad breakup. So that pushes them to go to the gym. So for you, what's that pushing factor?
Like it's like breaking the doors for my country and just for my, in the future, just my kids, like just being happy. That's the thing. Because, you know, just being that, you know, like, I don't think, like, alhamdulillah, I took over, like, I did my thing in the influencer world and locally. I was the only local guy, maybe till this day, who influencer went internationally, you know? So I did that. Now it's time, you know, the crazy part after this fight, and if I get the W, I'll probably be one day the biggest athlete in UAE history.
Oh my God, fingers crossed on. Fingers crossed. We're so excited to see what happens on Saturday, Saudi Arabia, Jeddah Superdome.
Inshallah, will be good. After the fight, I'll come to you all. If my eyes are good, I'm not injured, I'll come to Lovin Dubai and then I'll travel to London.
Honestly, it's better for TRP if you have a few injuries, but you gotta win.
Inshallah, we leave it to God.
You better win that fight, and we will see you here in the studios very soon after your fight on August 20th. So all the very, very best for that.
Send my regards to the Lovin Dubai family.
Of course. Thank you so much, Rashid Balhassa, aka Money Kicks, the guy you know and love in Dubai, who will be representing the country this Saturday at Jeddah Superdome. Thank you so much, and see you.